Hey, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to break down for you pretty much the biggest question that we've got all the time when we talk to business owners. And it is actually, how do I grow my business when I have limited budget? And to give you some clarity and peace of mind, Google has claimed that over 65% of their client base are small businesses. So it's people that invest in between $1,500 to $7,000 a month on marketing. That's their biggest client base. So therefore, there's loads of strategies and loads of ways for them to scale their business that way. But you need to do things correctly from the beginning. So we're going to break down for you the fundamental basics that you need to follow if you want to succeed in 2025 on Google Ads with a small budget. They're pretty simple and they all follow this logic. And it's, remember your resources are limited, so don't split it too thin in different things. I'm going to give you an example. The first thing that we see that small business owners do all the time is try to advertise all their catalog at the same time. That's the biggest mistake that you can do, because Google relies on data of how much data you are bringing in so you can learn and take smarter decisions about your audience. Problem is that if you're bringing information from different products, from different audiences, and not enough information because the budget is not there, so every click costs you money, and then you get a click from you're selling kitchen appliances, a click from knives, or a click from spoons, and a click for shopping tables. So it's not going to learn that fast because you're giving many signals to it. So first thing you need to do is pretty basic. Just take your catalog of products. Business owners usually have this pretty clear: what product or maybe category do I want to advertise first, and stick to it. Once that's done, it gets a lot easier. The second thing that you need to do is just create one type of campaigns. So one campaign. So we don't recommend to start with one campaign, one shopping, one search, one performance max at the same time, because it's the same logic. Don't split budget too thin. And we strongly recommend to go first with search campaigns because they are easy to set up. They are really easy to get results from. And then you start getting confidence on the platform because you understand what's happening behind it. Shopping campaigns are really good for starters as well, but they do have a technical component to it, which is the feed. We're going to touch on that in a different video later on, but that's why we recommend to start with search first, because it feels easy for you to do it and actually delivers really good results. So I'm going to show you now. I'm going to jump real quick on my computer and show you what I mean by this. So once you log in here, you just need to create a campaign. For the sake of this video, I'm just going to select this one, but I'm going to explain those ones in a different video. So for starters, we strongly recommend business owners who are starting in the Google Ads journey to start with one single campaign at the same time. Because if the budget is too little, then we don't want to split it too thin in between two campaigns, because probably we're not going to get the results that we wanted to. And Google works on databases, so we probably are not feeding enough data to the platform to take smart decisions. We recommend people to start with search, mainly because it's easy to set up, because it has some sort of immediate results in terms of clicks and reactions, like conversions sometimes, but it's easy to set up as well. So there's no technical components behind it that are complicated. The other one is shopping, that you can try it out, but we recommend search just because shopping has a technical component to it, because it feeds information from something called a feed. That is something that we will touch base on later on, that we can optimize and everything around it. But since search is like plain, we recommend you to start with that one. Okay. So now it's very important to follow the same logic and talk about the audience size. So for advertisers, for example, in the United States, it's really easy if you just set up your campaign to the US, but you have to be a little bit more granular in here, because with your $20 or $30 a day that you're going to be spending, it's very hard for the platform to learn about America entirely just with that budget. So let me just jump back in my computer and show you what I mean by this again. Here's the same logic. So when it comes to target locations, if you want to target the United States, it's too big. So maybe with the budget that you've got is too little for trying to target this amount of humans. So you might as well want to split it like between maybe a state that you know that actually works well. Let's say something like Wisconsin, for example, 6 million people, or something that you know particularly your business works well. So for example, if it's something trendy, then you know probably California and New York will be something a good place to start. You have to bear in mind that California and New York, for example, are really expensive to target. The cost per click, since there is a lot of advertisers trying to go for that specific audience, it gets a little bit more expensive. But just to give you an idea, I'm sure you know a lot better what audience could resonate best with your product. And business owners usually have a pretty good understanding of this. And in locations, this is very important. You have to expand this. By default, it's going to come here. You just need to make sure that you click on presence. Otherwise, you'll be targeting people who is looking for that region. So, for example, that they don't precisely live in California, but it's including also people who is expecting to visit California or doing some research about California. So since it's an e-commerce, you want to target people with presence in here. It's one thing that e-commerce stores miss a lot. And finally, I think what you're struggling with probably is finding the right keywords to create this campaign. We're going to do a separate video digging a lot deeper into this topic, but there's a really good tool that Google offers for free to you guys inside the same platform. So let me show you how it's done. Now, as a final tip, then you can go to tools to make a research, go to planning, keyword planner, and then in here, I go to discover new keywords. So let's say that we sell kitchen knife. Let's say California, which is our example. We're going to save it and get the results in here. You will see that it's going to give you some keyword ideas for you to start targeting, and you will be able to see how competitive the market is and what keywords can you actually start targeting. Because if you have just $30 a day or £30, in this case, the account's in pounds, or £30 a day to spend, then it makes sense that you don't want to bid for keywords that are really expensive to target. Like, for example, this particular brand, they have like a really, really high cost per click when you want to bid in the top of the page. So those brands are protecting themselves. So you might as well just wanted to target things that have an interesting multi-search volume and that they probably are not that competitive and that the price is interesting. Something important to do in here as well is you can do competition. And you can select the medium ones in case you want to target those ones. You've got 600 searches in here, and you see the price of the cost per click is lower here. You can experiment out with this, but that's how you can actually have a look at a couple of ideas for your campaign. So now we have the product, the campaign, the keywords, the target location. Everything is clear. Everything is really well set up. Okay. So remember, the key element in here is to test that it actually is something that you can work with, that it gives you confidence, and remember, it's always scalable, okay? And if you don't get the results at first, it's okay, because it works on machine learning basis. So it's a platform that requires you to fit it with more information, and the more it learns, the better it's going to perform. Okay, so later down the line, we can do optimizations in your account and get better results. But it's important to start seeing coming through some inquiries and some like sales across the board with Google, and then you will be able to scale it out. Just remember, if you've got any question about it, we totally recommend you to check us on our channel. We've got loads of videos that we post every single week to make sure that you're informed and you can grow your business every single day more and more and more. I'm going to link in the description below a link for a free consultation. So we decided to open, because we're getting a lot of questions in the inbox. So we decided to open like some slots in the calendar for you to book a session. So it's a 30-minute session. We'll walk you through all those things in detail, keyword research or competitor analysis. So you'll understand what your competition is doing and what can you do to learn from it. So you don't have to burn cash again on experimentation. So there's lots of tools. We're going to take 30 minutes of our time to talk to you directly. We're not going to just put an AI to talk to you or anything. It's just going to be one of our advisors. Sit down, talk about your business plan and explain you how to grow it. Thanks for watching. Just remember to check us out in our YouTube channel. We've got loads of videos there and lots more coming up. And next week, we're going to do one that we're really excited about. Just don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell so you are aware of when it comes live. Thank you for watching and welcome back to Optimads.